Glad to hear you all's vibrations. Who's going to open up the class with that first spiritual experience?
I got one.
Okay, how are you going to open up with the prayer?
Sure. Or Anuki, do you want to do it?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Nakuk sudok di Amun-Rayay. Unabad monadu hu. Umadad hu. Umunzer hu. Li panan zaman hu wakat. Hanabab ya nun. Kalal hamadad atir li Amun-Rayay. Natar shalil pa patat wu pa taha. Anuki nuwapu.
Now, can you say that in English?
Yes, I can. I trust by way of Amun-Rayay and his master teachers and his papyri, which are writings, scrolls, books, and his warner for this day and time, Panabab Yadnun. His warner for this day and time, Panabab Yadnun. Amun-Rayay is, all praises are for Amun-Rayay, the Nathar or overseer over the heavens and the earth. I am Nuwapu, or we are Nuwapu in this shit.
All right. Bless you. Who had that first spiritual experience?
That was me.
Oh, no, I know. Go ahead.
Yes, indeed. I shared this with Amun, but I want to share it with the family. I was on the phone with brother Aaron. I don't know if he's on the call right now, but I was on the phone with him, sitting in front of Chipotle, about to go get me a veggie bowl, and he was about to get off the phone. I'm parked right in front of Chipotle, facing the opposite way towards this busy street. It's called Route 30 in the south suburb of Chicago. Some people might call it Lincoln Highway. And I say that because it's a very loud highway, it's very busy, a lot of trucks and different cars and people moving. It's a four-lane highway. So it's real loud outside, and I'm talking to Aaron on my Bluetooth through my phone. And as I'm about to get out the phone with him, when I say this bad sister, I don't mean bad like disagreeable, but I mean like Michael Jackson bad. Like she looked good. Walked straight past my car in front of my windshield. And I said, oh my God. Wasn't loud at all. And as soon as I said that, she turned around and looked at me. Mind you, this sister had headphones on and everything, and she was outside. I said, Aaron, bro, some super spiritual just happened. This girl heard me. I don't know how I know how, but she heard me. He said, well, I said, bro, she heard what I said. She turned around and looked dead at me like I said it to her in her ear. So I had just got done talking to Aaron about not thinking with fear. And I was like, hey, bro, I got to take my own advice. I got to go talk to her about this. I can't have no fear about it. So as she's walking to her car, she got in her car. She was parked in front of me. So I got up and walked to her car, and I asked her nicely if it's okay if I just had a question to ask her. I tried to reassure her that, you know, I'm not a weirdo coming to you, talking to you. I know there's a lot of weird, crazy people out here in the world, and you can feel safe and I'm talking to you. You know, I'm a spiritual guy, and I just wanted to ask you a question. And she said, yeah, sure, go ahead, I understand. I said, why did you turn around and look at me in my car? I was sitting in my car. And she said, and I quote, I thought I heard somebody call my name. I said, you had on headphones and it's super loud. I said, you turned around as soon as I said, oh my God, and there's no way you can hear me in my car. She just said, well, you know, I got good ears. I said, no, sister, listen, like, I wasn't loud at all. I just said, oh my God, to my friend on the phone. And as soon as I said that, that's when you turned around and looked at me. So it was like really some telepathy that happened.
It is telepathic. Well, I remember a time that you were sitting in your car and you saw a woman and I directed you and gave you instruction. Can you remind them of just one of those times?
Oh yeah, I think that was like in 2017 or 2018. I was in West Loop, close to downtown Chicago, and I was on the phone with Amun, similar to I am now over Bluetooth. And I did something similar as that. I said, oh man, look at that that sister right there. And Amun said, hey, go talk to her. I can see her. Go ahead, you go talk to her. I said, man, Amun, she just went inside this business. I don't know. He said, man, find the park, go ahead and call me back, tell me how it go. Well, I went and did it. Got communication with the sister. We exchanged numbers. And came back and informed Amun about it. And then Amun was asking me how she looked. He said, wait a minute. And he kind of explained how she looked a little bit because he could see her. He could see her, but he wasn't there physically, if you can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's right.
And he kind of described her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that name. Her name was Allie.
Yeah, I know. Y'all went together for a while. Okay, now, who else has a spiritual experience they'd like to share?
I got one, Amun, I shared it with y'all earlier this week. It's Fatah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it was Tuesday. Tuesday morning, I was talking to my mom, and it was cloudy. The weather had said it was going to be cloudy all day. So me and my mom was just conversating and everything, and I told my mom, I said, Mom, no, I want some sun. I said, I want the sun. I'm gonna
That's
get
right.
the sun to come out. So as I got off the phone with Mom, and I walked back to check on my wife because she was home because she was having a sinus infection, and as soon as I came back up, the sun was out. I was like, wow, I gotta call my mom. So I called my mom. I said, Mom, I said, what you doing? She said, I'm in the back. I said, look outside. She said, hey, the sun out. You bad. You called the sun out. I said, yeah, Mom. The sun out. Look at it. It's out. So I said, oh, man. Mom said, baby, you doing it, baby. You practicing. You making it happen, eh? I said, yeah, Mom, we making miracles happen. So I said, Mom, I'm gonna call Amun-Rayay and tell him about it. So I called your phone, and I think your phone was full, so I called Anukas. So I got on the phone with Anukas, and we was talking. I told Anukas about the event that just happened with my mom. She said, yeah. I said, Anukas, I was talking to my mom on the phone, and it was cloudy outside. And I said, I told my mom, I said, Mom, I want some fun. This meeting is being recorded. I told my mom, I said, I want some fun. So, and Lucas, and when his son came out, my mom, like, you made a miracle. And Lucas said, guess what? I said, what? She said, you just made the sun come out down here, too. I said, wow. So that was just amazing. I just want to share that right there.
Yeah, we all have powers.
And then I piggyback that with an experience that I had with Amun when we were going for a walk one day, and it was raining. So he said, well, stop it from raining. Just tell it to stop raining. And I said, stop raining, and the rain stopped immediately, just like that, and we went on our walk.
When they talk about the X-Men, they're talking about you all. All right. Who has that next spiritual experience they'd like to share?
I have
okay. Go ahead.
Couple of days
ago. You gotta speak up now.
I'm sorry. A couple of days ago, I had this dream where everything, the colors and everything was just so beautiful and so green. And there were all kind of different type of beings there, people using their powers and stuff. Everything, the whole thing was just Egyptian, though. I even had like all this, and everything that was in writing was in crystal in Egyptian language. It was awesome. I enjoyed that.
Well, I enjoyed just hearing a recap of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Now, I got some tracking numbers I'd like to give out. Is your mother here, Amun?
Here.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have something to write with, sister?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Your tracking number is 95. No, wait a minute. Your tracking number is 95, 4901 I'm going to repeat. 95 49 0107 29 01 51 05 71 40 91.
Got it.
All right, Jasmine, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
You have something to write with.
Yes.
95 49 01 07 29 01 51 05 71 41 14. I'll repeat. 95 49 01 07 29 01 51 05 71 41 14. And the number that you all need to call to check on your packages is 800 275 8777. Sky, are you here? Amanda. All right.
Amun.
Yes.
This is Fatah. Somehow my paper got misplaced for my tracking, for my package, and I haven't got it yet. I had talked to Lucas today.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay.
Rahubat.
Rahubat. Okay. So it would be Atlanta, Georgia, right, son?
Yeah, in Covington.
Okay, Covington. All right, 95 49 01 07 29 01 51 00 71 26 96. Again, 95 49 01 07 29 01 51 00 71 26 96. And to those of you that are not, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying tour.
Okay. Those of you that are not getting these spiritual packages, you're doing yourselves a total disservice. And I'd like to make it clear when you send for spiritual packages to specify that rather than call it a donation. Because a donation is very much required from everybody. That is mandatory. But you need to call me up and let me know when you get a spiritual package. It's best to pay for that at once. I love you all because what happens out of my desire to have you all transform, I take money that you donate and then I spend it and more to put together spiritual packages for you, and therefore we go totally without donations to support the mission, and that's not fair to us. All right. Let me start out by saying you all have to realize by now that we are in a spiritual war. You need to be acting like we're in the war. Get these posts out, ringing the bell. They made some discoveries in Africa, Southern Africa, and they've been making these discoveries all over the world, and they don't say anything about it. But they dug up, and they found some very large Egyptian-type males and females in royal regalia. And they were from 12 to 14 feet tall. And what they noticed after they did tests on them is that they were not humanoid, they were extraterrestrials. And the first thing they did is denied AP and all the news. They wouldn't let that information go out over the world. The reason they trying to block it, and they are blocking it, except for it's coming through me, is because they're Nubian. They discovered some in the United States, similar attributes, recently. And this just happened in 2016. I'm telling you that this is happening all the time in the world, and they don't let the world know, strictly because they're trying to convince people that all the extraterrestrials are white. But they say when you read in the scriptures, and it makes reference to the Jews, and then the others as heathens, or the other are considered the Amorites, Ammonites, Hittites, Horites, Canaanites. Okay, can somebody tell me those tribes, what race are those tribes?
Caucasoid.
That's right, they white.
They white.
Now, they're telling you, because they think that you're sublimely ignorant, that the ones that are considered the heathen, the Goyim, and the Gentile, are white people. But they're steady putting the pictures in the scriptures as white people, as the chosen. And they're afraid of you all waking up because it's happening very fast. So they have launched a war against woke. They're burning books, banning books, and they're trying to figure out plans to put you all in FEMA and get you out of the country. So don't sleep on it. This is a war. And the only defense you have is the truth. That's your only weapon, and it's more than enough if you use it. But if the wolf knocks on your door and you haven't been putting these posts up, don't let your eyes buck. Expect them to come and gapple you up, because you're not sounding the alarm. Do your job and wake up your fellows. You follow? Let people know what's going on in the dark. Wake them up. Send these posts out to the world. It's not cute, and you're not special like that, where you can lay up and expect other people to do it for you. No bearer of a burden can bear another's burden. There's no way possible that you can commit a murder and your neighbor can be hung for it, and then you become innocent because of the crime.
Automatically end in 5 minutes.
No bearer of a burden can bear another's burden. You each have the personal responsibility to wake up your brothers and sisters. So get to work. And I mean do it thousands at a time, in large groups. Start out with Twitter and LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and hit Telegram hard, especially those last 2 classes. Post them up so these clowns like Zion 6 or whatever this lying creep is calling himself the Messiah, that's leading so many people astray. Start cutting the legs out from under these Negroes, if you have a soul at all. I don't expect black reptiles to want to wake them up, because they're in favor of distraction and Jim Jones and leading black people astray, whether they call it that or not. Because silence is consent. Silence is consent. Raise your voice and do your part. Who has that first question?
I do. It's Jerry.
All right. Can you speak up?
Yeah, I'm speaking up. My question was, what is the meaning of, what is the specific meaning of the 9 steps or phases that we have to take or attain to where we can see our Amun-Rayay, or he comes forth from inside of us? And is that something that's a part of what we've been doing in some sense?
What, the 9 phases?
Yeah.
Okay, where'd you get that from?
Just listening, researching, hearing stuff online and on TV, them talking about it.
Okay, well, a lot of things coming online are not accurate information. I regret to tell you.
Okay.
But anybody that's trying to get to know me, they won't ever miss class, and they'll follow my instructions. When I ask you all to follow up and look up movies such as The Truman Show, The Stand, Vanilla Sky, Jumpers, then you need to do it. Children of Men. But the people that are here, and what I'm saying is going in one ear and out the other, on that day, you won't be counted. Or the people that crawl in the class and don't say nothing and don't identify yourself, count them not. Speak up and do your job. A lot of times people are quiet because they don't want to participate. They want to curl up at the door like a reptile and steal a hearing, but they want to be responsible for the success of the mission. But after the fight is over, then they want to say, what we going to do next, white man? What we going to do next? What we? We not counting you. I never knew you. Go ahead.
What's 4 of the movies? Here's my war.
Okay.
Vanilla.
Inception. Vanilla Sky. Vanilla Sky.
Okay.
Free Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Truman Show.
Truman Show, okay.
Children of Men.
Children of Men.
Jumpers.
Jumpers. Yeah, that's a good one.
And yeah, Dune. Especially the original Dune. They're talking about us, and that Paul Mardee, mute your phones. Paul Mardee is, when you hear that feedback, it's because your line is open. *6. Paul Mardee is me on Dune. And all the ones with me are my disciples, that's you all. And I want you to know that the people that you're waking up in these day and time, those brothers and sisters,
The conference will automatically end in 30 seconds.
those brothers and sisters are going to be your neighbors in the new heaven and new earth. They're going to be your new heavenly family. So wake them up as if they were your brothers and sisters, because indeed that's exactly who they are. If you don't have any concern for them, you're not motivated enough to try to wake them up, then you are not a deity. You are not one of us.
Goodbye.
You're not doing your job. You don't care. You don't have a soul. All right. Next question.
Rahubat.
Rahubat.
Okay, is this your first time, sister? Sister, this your first time here?
No, I haven't been in on a long time.
Okay, well, everybody, welcome the sister back home, please.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We love you.
Welcome back.
We love you.
Much love and light. Stand here.
Much love.
All right, sister.
Thank you.
You have a question?
Yes. Since we in spiritual warfare, is it going to be a physical warfare as well?
No.
I got a question, Amun.
Let me say, after I'm sorry, just have a little patience with her. After we get through with this apocalyptic, all these things we're going through, you realize that the devil is situated in a way that they have mastered the physical plane as far as the art of war. The devil is a killer by nature, a liar by star 6, a liar by nature. Black people lie because they want to. White people lie because they have to. Can you imagine them telling you the truth about who they are, or the world, or even themselves or their children? They can't do that. You follow?
Yes, I follow.
So we have to meet them on the battlefield. Please, we have to meet them on the battlefield of the soul, sister.
Okay.
We can't go out and throw rocks and bottles at tanks. We're not going to defeat them that way, okay?
Yeah.
Right. But you have to do what you must do spiritually in order to become strong enough to do what you must do in other ways, okay?
Okay.
First thing you do, if you're at war and you know it, you have to accumulate your army. I want you all to look up a class done by Panabab Yanun, Dr. Malachi Z. York. Just type in Malachi Z. York, comma, are you ready to meet God? Are you ready to meet God, comma, YouTube. Malachi Z. York, comma, are you ready to meet God, comma, YouTube, and listen to his class. It'll tell you a lot.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Very good. Any other questions you have? Take your time.
Hey, this is Brashana from Chicago.
Okay, let me ask you all to have a little more patience. You know, when I'm trying to answer questions for somebody until we have a free space, but I'm glad to hear you. Now, Brashana from Chicago, is this your first time?
No, this isn't my first time. I haven't been on in like 2 weeks.
Okay, well, welcome back.
I've been a little busy.
I hope you're not too busy to save yourself. Go ahead, good goddess.
So I don't have a question. I have a kind of a spiritual experience relating to the spiritual warfare.
Okay.
So about 2 years ago or so, I received a copy of the Nuwapian. I think it's the Patarak, the Revelation of the Nuwapians.
Okay.
So I had read that. I read that copy, and after I was done with it, literally the day after I was done, I had a dream of my next door neighbors who were Russian at the time. They, in my dream, he was like coming through my window and through my bedroom window, looking at me while I'm laying in my bed, and he's yelling at me like, "You cannot publish that book. Don't publish that book." And I'm just looking at him like, "Are you serious right now?" And
that's right, he is.
Like, as he's climbing down, he's like, "Whatever you do, you can't publish that book." And then he just climbed out, and I'm just looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, this is crazy. And this is literally a day after I read the book.
That's a spiritual war. His spirit is fighting against woke. They're trying to tell you, don't wake up other brothers and sisters. And those of you that are complacent with that and don't do anything but sit around with your thumb in your anus, you are literally, anybody that's not with us is against us. That's it.
Yep, you're right about that.
You're not doing your part. There is no we. Until you seriously are concerned enough about the success of this mission to contribute to it in every way, donating to it and making sure that you wake up people and bring them to class in large numbers each and every time. Now, you new people, make sure that you email me so I can have your email address to send the post to you. Email me at Orion9 starmover@gmail.com. Orion is ORION, number 9, starmover@gmail.com. You need me to repeat?
Yes.
Okay, Orion, ORION, 9, number 9. Starmover, STARMOVER, Starmover @gmail.com. That's Orion 9, Starmover @gmail.com. And it's good to write a testimony because I'll be sending you back as a gift a lot of links and information that you can start studying to start raising your vibrations right away as a personal gift for myself. All right. There was a brother had a question or a statement.
Right back.
I have a question.
Okay. You got to speak up. You're kind of soft-spoken, brother.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now clearly?
I can. It's not about hearing you. I need you to project your voice.
Oh, okay. I wrote 2 emails to you, but I didn't have any response yet. I don't know if you received them, but...
And where are you located?
Netherlands.
Yeah, I emailed you back, but I must have got... Do it one more time. Maybe I copied your email address down wrong, okay?
Okay, I will.
I emailed you more than once at the address that I received. But do you have another email?
I do. I have 2.
Well, send me one on both of them, okay?
All right. All right.
Very good. All right. There's another brother had a question.
I want an only son.
Okay. Go ahead. The brother in the back, he's been waiting a while. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you about the Andromedans. What part?
Okay, you want to ask? You got to speak up now. Put your mouth on the phone directly. Don't use Bluetooth or whatever you're talking about. You all put your mouth on the phone.
I want to ask you about.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to ask you about the Andromedans. And what role they play.
Andromeda?
Yes, sir.
The Andromeda Galaxy?
The Andromedans, the beings.
Oh, okay. What do you want to know about them?
I want to know what role do they play for Earth and our
Every species, including reptilians, have agreeable and disagreeable in their species, just like humans. Okay, except with reptilians, they're predominantly negative. It's their nature to be negative.
Right.
So you can't classify Andromedans as negative or good or bad. You follow? That's like calling people on Earth good or evil, when we know that the people on Earth are apparently predominantly negative in many ways. I don't mean like Chucky, wait with a butcher knife to chop your ankles, but they're not very receptive of the good news, the Naba, the supreme news, Nawapu. They're not very receptive of hearing the truth or propagating it. You follow?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There are beings out there. When you have spiritual encounters with beings, if they're light beings or whatever, when they come to you, ask them the question, are you here for my greater good? If so, welcome. If not, be gone in the name of the Most High. You follow? Because you have beings out there with positive energy. You have beings out there with negative energy. And you have beings out there with clashing energy. You follow what I mean? They're kind of confusing.
Right.
They say one thing and do another, or don't do another, rather. You know what I mean? They talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. You follow?
Right.
They sound like they're with you, but they're really not. You got it?
Yes, Messiah, I follow.
Because they don't figure, black souls are worth the weight of a wafer. Not to them, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. It's not worth 30 minutes of their energy to try to wake up thousands of black people. And there's going to be a time when your communications will be cut off. Your public media and what have you. So I'm telling you right now, take advantage of it and wake these people up before that great sleep comes over the world. Because you want to make sure everybody wake up, and you want to be one of them that's waking them up with all your might. If everyone lit just one little candle, what a bright world this will be. If everyone lit just one little candle, what a bright world this would be. You are that light, so spread your light. Don't hide your light under a bushel basket. It's not cool. It's not righteous. You're not a soldier in the army. And don't say, well, I'm doing this so I don't have to do that. Be like the rest of us. Do this and that. Do everything in your power to ensure the success of your mission. Next question.
Amun.
Yes.
My question is,
can you speak up?
Journey, yes. My question is, as we walk through this journey, reading a lot of books and studying the language and doing your spiritual practice and everything, my question is, it's like an automatic. I think I remember when the master teacher was saying, like, we weren't going to need the books because we have the information inside of us. And what I was trying to say is, it's like now when I'm teaching other people, I meet new people and they come ask a question, it's like it put me on autopilot and I just start spinning out and I don't even get tired. But the amazing thing about it, I see that my spiritual is teaching and my physical is becoming a student. My physical is becoming a student. Like he's like, wow, he's surprised that I had it inside of me. You get what I'm coming from?
I do. And that is the truth after you reach a certain vibratory state. In other words, there's the mental reservoir or their CashApp records where all the information about everything is being held. It's like a cloud to computer people, right? But the thing is that most people are not born with access to that CashApp records. Partner Bam Yanoon has access to that. So when he wears those dark glasses and people ask him questions, those of us that were close to him, we can see his eyes flashing, batting real fast. That's RIM, you understand? R-I-M, because he's downloading information. The information is not coming from him, son, it's coming through him. You follow me?
Understand.
Directly from their CashApp records. He's not moosing or making up things or creating his own form of Nuwapu. It's coming straight from their CashApp records on high. If you ever wonder, for example, take myself. I've been teaching over 50 years. Twice a week. Do you ever ask yourself, where does he get the information to 8 times every month over 50 years to keep coming with information over and over again? And a lot of times people ask the same questions, right? And I answer 20 years later and the answer is always the same, so I'm not making it up. You follow?
Follow. Cool.
That means I'm in tune with the oversoul, their CashApp records. A lot of times you all access that unconsciously. Somebody could ask a person a question and then they look up and to the left, and they make the sound, they're thinking, right? That's the Om vibration. And they're going up through stargates to access that mental reservoir. You follow me? You can ask them a question, or if they're trying to create something like an artist, and they have a blank easel, and they look up to the left and they go, Om. And they raise up, and they get the picture they want, and they're so busy drawing the details of the picture, that man or woman or whatever it is that they're creating, and they're on their blank easel, that when you ask them, who are they, or how do they know that, they can't even answer till you tap on the shoulder and take them out that trance, because they're receiving, downloading. And they would go, oh, yeah, Amun, yeah, okay. Right. What it was is that they were in the act of creating like God, and they didn't even realize it. And you all have fallen asleep and don't realize that this whole world is your creation. You're so busy in the act of creating, you don't realize it's you creating it. That's why I take you through exercises like getting you all to recreate the sun in your own mind, in the brightness of your mind. You understand? You follow me?
Understand.
Right.
Tua.
I got another question.
As many as you want, I'll do my best. Go ahead. I'm a servant.
Being recorded.
Amun, as I began to speak to a lot of my brothers and sisters, and that's what I consider as, I know we are the same.
That's right.
I began to understand that our story is similar, especially dealing with our past. A lot of us got a lot of, like me and Kifu been talking a lot lately, and it's so amazing how our past is so similar. And we both was talking, she like, wow, you hitting some things that went through my life. I went through that too, and they don't happen to me many times when I talk to other people like that. Is that connection that all the ones I've chosen are waking up? That's the connection you begin to realize was taking place around.
That is part of the human condition. We're all one, and that's a fact. In other words, we're all different expressions of one universal mind. I'll tell you again a way to look at it. As if I ask you to write a book, and you go, look up to the left, and you go, in the Om vibration, and you start getting characters and information, and you say, okay, I got it. The name of my book is Tom Sawyer. And you start drawing the illustrations of the men and women and boys and girls, the houses and the environment, the trees, etc. that they live in. And when you get through with the book, then you understand or overstand that each one of the characters in your book, you merely shared and they became. In other words, you created them and then you blew your breath into their nostrils, and by way, W-A-Y, of inspiration, you blew your essence or your soul into the characters. And if you identify more with one character than another, like say Tom Sawyer, that's you. That's what you're doing here. That's what your body is. Is that the creator over you, the inner being, the higher you, is breathing its essence into your physical body, and thus you became a living soul. You're a character in a story that you wrote, and you forgot that you're the creator of it. My job is to get you to come on back up here and reconnect with the reality that you're the creator of the story. Because the problem at the root of the difficulty, that's the difficulty at the root of the problem, is when you identify with the character in your story as this is me or the physical body, remember that the character has no control over what happens on the next page or the next day, right?
Right.
Only the author does, because he or she creates the story. Come on up here.
I got
Come on up here.
Understand.
Okay. And thus he spake in parables. Was that clear?
Very clear.
I love you. Next
I love you
question.
too.
Amun, I have a question.
I'll do my best.
The ohm vibration that you was just speaking of, that's the sound of creation that's spoken in John 1:1.
Yes. Oh, I'm not sure about John 1:1, but that is the sound, the vibration of all creation. And really, Father Babby Anu called us to a meeting in Atlanta not too long ago, and he called us all together to have his niece Fatima read a letter from him where he said the most powerful sound in existence is Amun. Amun. And then he gave those fallen angels and Wapians the choice to choose between Om and Amun. And after he told them that, they chose Om, okay? But Amun, that's the most powerful sound in existence.
Is that why we do it during the blue light healing?
Yes, exactly. Om Amun, Om Kulum, Om Amun, Om Amun, Moon Amun-Rayay. That's the most powerful vibration in existence.
Amun.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Can I get a reading?
Yes, you may. Just give me a second to get together. Give me my stones. I just go. Hey, stop right. My stones. I'll get with you as soon as I can, sister. But I got you. I will give you a spiritual reading. Okay. Next question.
First time here. I have a question.
Your first time here? I love you.
Yes, sir.
Everybody welcome the brother home. Please.
Welcome home, brother.
Back home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home, brother.
We love you.
What's your name? Come on, brother.
Welcome home, brother. What's your name?
My name is Reggie.
Welcome home, brother.
Amy's son.
Bro, that's you?
Yeah.
And one of you here is responsible for him coming.
Oh, my goodness. I'm happy to hear you, bro. Man, I'm happy to hear you.
I love you, brother.
Oh, me too.
We love you. Your question, Reggie?
My question is, out of the 144,000, are there any of us that can be saved as well?
Of the 144,000?
Out of the 144,000, yes.
I hope the whole 144,000. But I want you all to be cognizant of the fact that you all were born with a seat. But if you don't do what you need to do to earn your seat, you'll lose it and we'll choose somebody else to fill it. So the 144,000 will definitely be raised.
Okay, so they any outside the 144,000 can be saved as well.
Yes, by 144,000 missing their seat.
Okay.
I love you, man.
Love you too, bro.
And to add to that, behold, I looked at Mount Zion, and there stood a Lamb, and with him 144,000, with their father's name written in their foreheads. The 144,000, I want to reiterate, the Creator sent to the world in every geographical location and every time 124,000 prophets, that's men and women, 315 apostles, 113 messiahs, and one Mahdi. And in the last days, we're raising up about 19,000 that are incarnating on earth for the first time to round off the 144,000. The 144,000 are not regular human beings. They are deities, made flesh. You follow me? You are disciples. Yes. You are prophets and apostles of the Most High. And you were created to do this job, to drop your nets and become fishers of men. That's how you earn your seat. But I said that to say this, that once the 144,000 are awake and doing their job, they will in turn turn around and wake up the rest of the world, as many as possible, okay?
Understand.
But once you reach critical mass and you wake up to 144,000, it can't be stopped. You follow?
Follow.
And every day you waste playing mind games, which you don't like public media, and you don't want to do all that. And you know, and I know, that the only way you can reach millions of brothers and sisters that you don't know is going to be through public media. Anybody, you all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, agree. Yeah.
Cool. Right.
Yeah.
So you can stop all that telepathic stuff. You're not going to reach them like that. You have to go out your way to get in public media and join all these large groups and just simply start posting up the post. There's one group alone called the Children of Ra on Facebook that had 2.5 million members. You have the power, Oprah Winfrey, to reach 2.5 million people in one post. What are you waiting for? That's somebody else's job? It was one of us here that woke you up. And it's us here that's keeping you awake. Each one teach one, all right? You are your brother and your sister's keeper. Don't be an isolationist. No man or woman is an island. You need us, and we in turn need you. Next question.
Amun.
Yes.
This is Kufu. I got a
Very
question.
good. Glad to hear your vibration.
Glad to hear yours. What's one of the best ways we can build our psychic self-defense?
The best ways, coming to class with those spiritual packages, that's the bomb. I know somebody here already received their package. Who already received it? Andrew, are you here?
He is.
But he's not speaking. Andrew, are you here? I'm really getting concerned about his absences.
He's here. He's just muted right now.
Oh, yeah.
I heard him.
Yeah, I want to ask him, did he receive the spiritual package? But these spiritual packages are going to be the best way that you can raise your vibrations because they expand your consciousness. The information in there that I choose to give you, it's not a cookie cutter thing. It's not like a assembly line production. I make a mind link with every one of you as an individual, and that's how I decide the best information to put in the package for you, tailored to you and your specific needs. You follow? But there'll be things in there to teach you how to open your third eye, reopen your third eye, how to have OBE, out-of-body experiences, teach you telepathy and telekinesis, how to move objects with your mind. All the information is conscious expanding, and it forces you to open up your mind in areas that you never, to throw light in blind corners. You follow me? So I encourage you all to get these spirits, order them as fast as you can. And when you receive them, the work just begins. You can't throw them on top of the TV and think that by some form of osmosis that the information is going to seep in you because you have the package. You have to do the word that a lot of people are trying to avoid. You have to put your energy into it and go to work and learn and absorb all that information. Sometimes many DVDs and CDs and books you have to go over more than once, 3 and 4 times a piece until you get it.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
That's how you're going to, and every time I say, let's do a healing exercise and go out and move stars, how many of you here have watched us move stars or move stars with us? Let's say,
I have.
Well, that's probably 90% of you.
Definitely.
Okay, but we need to get that other 5%, especially all the new people. Will you new people commit to being here at 10:30 with us, Eastern Standard Time, and let me know that you see stars or the moon outside so you can perform a miracle for the first time in your life tonight with us?
Yes.
Thank you.
Said 10:30
I
Eastern
tried
time?
a few times.
Yeah, 10:30
Didn't work yet.
Eastern Standard Time, and what time is it now?
10 o'clock, 10:03.
10:03 now. It won't be very long. Now I got to do a spiritual experience for a sister. I mean a spiritual reading.
You are the last party in the
Okay.
conference.
Okay, just a minute. I'm opening up the stones right now. So I'm gonna pull your stone. Wow. Your stone is a circle with a line in it. Let me find out what it is. It's Urim and Thummim stones that I'm pulling for the sister. And the tribes of Levi, the priest class, used to wear these stones on their breastplate. They're in the Bible. You can find Urim and Thummim and King James. Look it up. Urim and Thummim. If you want me to give you some verses in the Bible, I will. So you don't know it's no kind of hoodoo or anything like that. We don't deal in foolishness or superstition. All right. The name of your stone, sister, is Heyu. I like that. Life forces, wholeness, the sun's energy. This stone stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest, and yet what you are striving to become is in actuality what you already are by nature. You must become conscious of your essence, your personal worth, and bring it into form. Express it in a creative way. This is a stone of great power, making life force available to you. Heyu marks a time for recharging and regeneration, right down to the cellular level. You may actually experience power surges, for the energies involved can be dramatic. Although this stone has no reverse symbol on it, there is reason for caution. You may even see fit to withdraw, to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you spend your energy now. Know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength, and that it can mark a voyage inward for centering, for balance. Timely retreat is among the skills for the spiritual warrior. At the same time, for some, this may call for profound recognitions, for admitting to yourself something that you have long denied. There's a prayer known as the light that embodies the spirit of Hayu. Address the green light in this manner. This is the prayer of light. Omnipotent, O light, you are led by way of the light, and that light is in your light, O light. While reciting the Hayu, visualize the green light's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your own heart, and then streaming out from your heart center. This is a power and life-enhancing prayer. Again, there's a caution here not to give yourself a deceiving air. Even in a time of bountiful energy, you're required to face and vanquish your refusal to let right action flow through you. Nourish this capacity, for it is your true function. Practicing the act of doing without doing. Apply yourself honestly. Maintain your goal, and then meditate on the words, I am in the light, and the light is in me.
The light is in me.
For by our own power, we do nothing without the help of the masters. Even in loving, it is love that loves through us. This way of thinking and being integrates new energies and permits us to flow into wholeness, which is the ultimate realization of your personal myth and the goal of the spiritual warrior, Al-Qadar. All right? That was your reading, sister. And a lot of people think to themselves, well, that didn't make a lot of sense.
How are you?
How are you?
Hello, my name is Asia. I am joining the meeting. I got this information from Betty.
Okay. From Betty? Oh, I'm glad that you're here. Everybody, welcome to Sister Home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home, sis.
All right, my sister, you have a question?
No, I don't. I'm just going to listen in until something comes up that I have a question about.
Okay. Did you ever go through the schools of Islam?
Yes.
Well, I
not
want you.
schools, but I don't know what you mean by schools, but I practice Islam now.
Okay. Well, I want to let you know that I'm also Imam Abdullah Ahmed Muhammad, all right?
Okay.
Yeah. Amantubillahi wa malaikati wa kutubihi wa rasulihi wal yawmil akhir, right? I believe in Allah, His angels, His messengers, and the final and last day.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll know Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmuddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim, Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Ameen. Huh?
Ameen.
Ameen. Right. Yes. You know, the Fatiha, Al-Nas, and many other surahs. Okay, so just know that, be confident in that in order to be the Messiah and achieve that title or that level of consciousness, you have to be open to many different schools of thought. All right, next question.
Can I get a read, Sonata?
Yeah, you can get a reading. Who is this?
Kerr.
Yeah. How's that weather in Mississippi, man?
The man is hot.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm going to pull your stone. Oh, you got the blank stone. I haven't seen that in a long time. The name of your stone is Al-Gayub, the unknowable blank, the destiny. Blank is the end. Blank is the beginning. Mute your phone. This is the stone of total trust and should be taken as exciting evidence of your most immediate contact with your own true destiny, which time and again rises like the phoenix from the ashes of what we call fate. The blank stone can signify a death, but that death is usually symbolic and may relate to anything in your life as you are living it now. Giving up control is the ultimate challenge for the spiritual warrior. Here the unknowable informs you that it is in motion in your life. In that blankness is held undiluted potential, at the same time pregnant and empty. It comprehends the totality of being, all that is to be actualized. Drawing a blank stone brings to surface our deepest fears. Will I fail? Will I be abandoned? Will it all be taken away? And yet all of our fertile dreams are held within that blankness. Willingness and permitting are what this stone requires. For how can you exercise control over what is not yet in form? This stone often calls for no less an act of courage than the empty-handed leap into the void. Drawing it is a direct test of faith. On one sense, the blank stone represents the path of fate or qadar, the sum total of what you have done and the same limits on which you are and will become. At the same time, this stone teaches that the very depths of old qadar or fate shift and evolve as you shift and evolve. Nothing is predestined. There is nothing that cannot be avoided. And if indeed there are matters hidden by the masters, you need only remember what beckons is the creative power of the unknown. Whenever you draw the blank stone, take heart. Know that the work of self-change is progressing in your life. All right. Now that means something to him and maybe not to others, but it was a stone directly for him. All right. Next question.
Patar,
yes.
Can Patar get a reading? Can I get a spiritual reading?
Yes, you may. Y'all all decided on the reading tonight, huh? Okay. It's your class. I'm here as a servant to you. Okay, I have your stone. Just a minute. Okay, your stone is Kawub. Kawub. Difficulty, pain, constraint, necessity. Upright or reversed, this is a difficult stone. The necessity of dealing with severe constraint is its lesson. Its positive aspects represent the limitations we directly cause ourselves. Like saying, for example, I don't need to read more books and different things, and we can get ideas in ourselves or be influenced by others to start shifting in our thinking and can create problems. Its negative side attracts limitations from people around us, but are equally difficult to handle. The role of Kawub is to identify our shadow areas, places where growth was stunted, resulting in weaknesses. We project negativity onto others. As a rule, try not to take things so personally. This stone is saying, work with the shadows. Examine what inside you magnetizes misfortune into your life. When at last you can look upon Kawub with a smile, you will recognize the troubles, denials, and setbacks of life as your guides, teachers, and developers. The need for restraint is unquestionable here. Drawing this stone makes you aware that there will be holdups and reasons to reconsider your plans carefully. But nevertheless, always remember that your dissatisfactions are not unreasonable, because there is work to be done on yourself. So pursue it with goodwill and show perseverance. This is the time to pay off old debts, to restore, if not harmony, at least balance. So mend, restore, repair. When fishermen can't go to the sea, they repair nets. Let the constraints of the time serve you in correcting your relationship with yourself. Be mindful that gratification comes before progress, and once again, consider the uses of adversity. All right?
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Next question.
Amun, it's Andrew.
Yes. All right, Andrew. How are you? Did you get a package yet?
I got your package.
Okay, you got your package. I love you. And you know I bless you. I bless you a lot heavier than you thought, huh?
Oh yeah, man. I was.
Yeah, the abundance is there. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Did you check out that CD I put together for you all called Cosmic Traveler yet?
I haven't. I got a friend of mine is helping me transfer from CD to get it on my device.
Okay.
Or I'll go get a little CD.
All right.
I don't have,
Now that piece that you created for us, you gonna be able to put that on DVD for us?
Like the playlist?
No, the one that you created.
Oh, I don't think that was.
Yeah,
me.
with let my words be known and count them not and all that on it.
If it's the playlist,
I don't know. That could be. I don't know if that's the name of it, but yeah, whatever it was you created, and you hit that link, it says Andrew on it. You hit that link, and it starts giving a lot of information, like let my words be known, count them not, all that. I think who's in the Wabi and Christ
that way,
huh?
Yeah, I mean a lot of that stuff you have in your package too.
Yeah, but I want to put it together on one DVD the way you put it together.
Let me think about it. Let me look into that.
All right, and I hope we see you soon. We need to see you, okay?
Yeah. We it'd be good to talk outside of class soon too.
Oh yeah, I have some things to show you too. All right, next question. What was your question, Andrew? I'm glad to hear your vibration, son. What is your question?
I need a little instruction on using the gold.
Okay. You got a little spoon with it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. That tiny little spoon, you just take out that gold in a level teaspoon. That's not very much. And you place that under your tongue before classes and before spiritual exercises. Now, the reason you place it under your tongue is like a snake. You know, the fastest way to get any substance into your bloodstream is through injection, right? The second fastest way is the glands under your tongue. Are you following me? When you put it, that gold in the glands under your tongue, it goes directly to your bloodstream. You follow? And you receive the benefits automatically. Okay? But you only, you know, it's not like using a lot of it, that the more you use, the more you reach. It's just the consistency of it. Whenever you have a spiritual exercise, like when you want to do OBE or meditation, but especially before every class, okay? Or when it's time to go out and move stars. You follow me?
Okay.
Right.
I follow you.
And that was a $200 gift from myself. I didn't charge you all for that, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We really appreciate it.
I love you, and I appreciate you. Just, and I did receive the $73 donation, so bless you again, okay? We love people with donations, and I automatically send out light to everybody that donates to this mission.
I can feel it.
Yes, I do. I send out love and light to everybody that donates to this mission.
So the other thing, one of the scrolls you sent has a couple pages missing.
Which one was it?
It might have fell out somewhere. It was the Egyptian, what is it? Ancient Egypt and the Word of Power.
And the Word of Power. All right, I'll get another one for you. Just send that one back to me, okay?
Okay, I can do that.
All right. Yeah, Ancient Egypt and the Word of Power. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you do another reading?
I can do another reading if you want. Who am I speaking to?
I have a question.
Noah.
Okay, what's your question, sister?
This is Ashley. I have a question. I've been speaking to my auntie, and Betty's my auntie, and she's, you know, she tried to explain some of how, you know, this I don't know if I call it religion works.
What now?
She was trying to explain to me how this works. The classes, the purpose of it all, you know what I mean?
It's a way of life.
Okay. So she talked about the moving of the stars, and then you just mentioned it as well. I want to ask the question, like, what's the purpose of moving the stars, or even having the ability to move the stars? What is the purpose behind
that's
it?
a very good question. And the purpose of it, to me, is that it exercises your spiritual muscles. That as Enocytes, for forgetful beings, your spiritual muscles have become atrophied over time. In a physical sense, it's like if you sit in a wheelchair right now with good legs for 10 years, and then after 10 years in that wheelchair, somebody asks you to get up and run around the block, you may possibly fall down. You follow me, sister? So the spiritual muscles in you, your higher self, your inner being, has not been exercised. What we do physically is we go through life, making sure our dress and our suit has creases in it. We don't have cavities in our teeth or lint in our hair. In other words, we're nourishing our outer shell while we starve our inner being, our higher self, the immortal you. You follow what I'm saying? And that is one of the ways that I can discern whether or not I'm speaking to one of my disciples or not. Because people that can see us move stars and can move stars with us, I know that they're more than human. They are Homo Galactica. Are you following what I mean?
I hear you.
Right. And you do it tonight if you have patience with me, okay? At 10:30. Will you be here to do that?
To move the stars?
What time is it? It's time to go outside now, sister. Tell me what you see outside in the sky. The moon or stars or whatever you see.
Well, I don't see any stars because I'm in a city where there's a lot of smog.
It's a lot of smog and it's wait a minute now. Wait a minute, sister. It's a lot of light. Wait a minute. Let me talk to you. There's a lot of light. So go where there's dark, like behind the house or in a dark place where there's no light around you and you see them show up.
Well, that's the problem. I live in the city and there's a lot of light. There's street lights and there's...
I know, but you can't see. They outshine the stars. So go behind the house or someplace, you know where you can find in an alley or someplace to find a dark refuge.
Just that's what I'm saying. That I'm stepping out, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I mean step out of the light. Step out of the light.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. I can see a few stars. Yes.
Yeah, you can.
I can see them.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I love you. Now pick one out. You see it?
Got one.
All right. It's going to move to the left in the name of the Messiah. Move to the left in the name of Amun-Rayay. Now it's going to move up in the name of Amun-Rayay.
Yeah, it's moving too.
Move it up.
It's moving up.
Yes, it is. All right, sister, it's going to drop down in the name of the Messiah.
It's dropping down.
You see it, right, sister? All right, just for you, I'm going to make it go in a circle, clockwise for you. Go in a circle in the name of the Messiah.
And it's going clockwise.
Moving clockwise.
Sister, you see it. So tell us what you see.
I see a star standing still. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I can't see what you guys see.
I'm really sorry, too. Okay, now, everything you see, I'm going to make them all move to the left.
Hey, come on.
Now move back to the right. Move back right.
Moving right.
Yeah, moving right.
Yeah, now, sister, if you can't see that, don't be too concerned. I had students that come here like John Brown in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. He was with us for years and he never could see it, you know? And so he took a jet and flew to me in Millersville, Georgia. And I told him as soon as he comes here, I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and he can move anything in the sky. When he jumped out the cab, I put my hand on his shoulder because I was outside moving the moon when he got here. And he started moving the moon and the stars, and he's been doing it ever since, and a lot more. Coming out of his body, going through the clouds, through the stars. He been doing something for his grandchildren, entertain them. He would take a cork and stick a needle in it, and then he would take a piece of aluminum foil and fold it and balance it on top of that needle. And then he would take a mason jar and put over that so it was airtight. And then he would move his hands around the jar like he was rubbing it without touching the glass, and through his kinetic power, make the aluminum foil start turning like the blades on a helicopter on the top of the needle, and make it go around and around and make his grandchildren laugh. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to say to you is because you can't see it tonight, it's no indication that you won't do it later, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Hello.
Can I share something real quick?
Yes, you may, please.
I just wanted to say about moving the stars. I heard another brother said he couldn't move it. I just like to say, you just got to consistently come to class and consistently look at it. There was a time before I couldn't see it, and then there was one time when I was able to see the stars clearly, and I saw them move. So it just takes some time, and you really got to believe you can move the stars. So
That's right, because you have to adjust your third eye. You see, because after a while, your third eye becomes calcified in the world. We become so physically indoctrinated that our spiritual self goes to sleep. By that, I'm saying, sister, that you have an inner being, an inner vision, an inner heart. You follow me? What we are is enigma. Meaning if you're sitting in a chair and you can see an empty place to sit in that room, if you can imagine I can put your spirit in the empty chair, your soul, your personality, your memories, your emotions, and your feelings, and your thoughts in the other chair, there would be nothing left on the phone here with me but a physical empty shell. So all those things, your spirit and personality, soul, etc., that constitutes the real you. But when you look at the real you, you don't see a physical body. You're not a male or female, black or white, young or old. You don't belong to the physical realm. That's God, and that's how we're all created in His image and likeness, in the spirit, not physically. When religious preachers, Reverend Rib, Deacon Porkchop, and Pastor Fried Chicken say we all created in the image and likeness of God, and you got black and white people, men and women, young and old, that makes no sense at all. Like speaking in tongues, he's talking gibberish. The way we all created in the image and likeness of God is in the inner being. You follow? And if that inner being is going to sleep inside of you because you're not nourishing your spirit and your soul, only your physical body, then that's the atrophy that I was telling you all about, like sitting in a wheelchair for 10 years, and then somebody asks you to get up and run all of a sudden, then you can't do it. You can't see them, you understand? Because we've been so physically oriented so long until we become almost 100% physical. Does anybody hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. And you understand what I'm saying?
I understand for sure.
Yes.
Yes, I follow.
That's right. So don't run away from spiritual exercises. Don't run back into the flesh to be trapped in the mud of your own flesh. Okay?
Hello?
Yes.
I am new here, and I just want to get some insight as far as your belief, or what exactly are you speaking of, because I'm new here. So
I love you. Everybody, welcome to Sister Home, please.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home,
sister.
Welcome back home, sister.
Welcome home.
Yes.
Welcome.
Okay, and your name is?
Fisher Brooks.
Fisher? Okay.
Fisher, yes.
Now, where are you located right now?
In Covington, Georgia.
Okay, very good. Now, the brother in Georgia, did you see the stars? Did you step outside and see the stars?
Yes, Patar did.
Okay, sister, that means he's in Covington, Georgia. Can you step outside and look at a star for me?
Okay, just a minute.
Did you see the moon, son?
The moon ain't out up here.
Okay.
Moon.
All right.
Just a star.
Okay. She's going outside.
That's my brother, Nate.
Okay, very good. I love you.
I love you too.
You're doing your job.
I'll back, Anisha.
Okay, Anukas, hold on now. I love you. Sister in Covington, what do you see in the sky?
Yes, I'm looking at the sky.
You're looking at the stars. Well, look over your head and pick out one over your head. Let me know when you see it clear.
Okay, I see it clearly.
All right. It's going to move to the left right now in the name of the Messiah. Now it's going to move up in the name of Amun-Rayay.
Moving up.
Moving up.
Moving up.
Oh, moving up.
You see it, sister, moving?
Moving up.
Moving up. Still wild.
Now for you, sister, I'm going to make it go in a circle counterclockwise in the name of Amun-Rayay.
It's circling counterclockwise.
What do you see, sister, in Covington?
Let's see the stars.
You don't see no movement.
Moving counterclockwise.
No, I don't see any movement.
Now, this is the first time in 50 years I've heard two people in a row say that. Okay, I wish the moon was out so I could put your face in it. Okay, look at another star, eye level. The brightest one you can find in the sky. Let me know when you see it.
Okay. Okay, yeah,
All right.
I see it.
All right. Move up in the name of Amun-Rayay.
Yeah, moving up, baby.
Moving just a little bit, yes.
You see it moving?
Yeah. You saw it then, huh?
It's moving
yes.
up.
All right, I'm glad you saw it. That makes me feel better. All right, now drop down in the name of the Messiah.
Dropping down.
Dropping down.
Dropping down.
All right, move to the left in the name of Amun-Rayay.
Moving left.
Moving left.
To the left.
You see it, baby?
Yes, I see it.
I love it. Now I'm going to make it go clockwise for you, all right?
Yeah, I
in
see
a circle.
It's going to go like that.
Okay.
You see it?
Yes, I see.
Going clockwise.
All right, I'm glad you see it, sister.
Moving clockwise.
Now, that means that I know that you're one of my disciples. You're one of the 144,000. Are you follow me? You are a deity.
I follow.
You really are. So stay close.
Yeah.
And for the sister that didn't see it, remember with the sister that got on the phone and told you that she didn't see it at first, because she had to keep coming to class, and then her third eye finally opened up. So don't take that as that you're not one of us. Just take that as you've gone to sleep in the physical world, but you're alive in there, and it's my job to wake you up. It's my responsibility, not yours, okay?
Okay.
All right. And I will stay with you and do whatever is required to wake you up.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
That's not your responsibility, it's mine.
Okay.
That's real quick.
All right. Now, I love you all, and I'll do your reading next class. Just remember that. And I love you all with all my might. We need y'all to get these posts out and keep bringing these new people to class. We love you.
Okay.
Wake up to thousands. Wake up to thousands. Wake up millions.
Okay.
Wake up the world. And donate.
Yes,
Write
sir.
your testimonies. Do your job.
Do us.
I love you all. Amun-Rayay. I love you more. Peace.